this is a new chapter. You're stepping into your acting era. You got the lead role. Tell me more about that.
Okay, this is what I call my third act. This is Cynthia, the actress. You guys have, I've given you Cynthia, the model, Cynthia, the reality star. So this is Cynthia, the actress. And I'm super excited about this movie in particular because it is my first lead role.
Mhm.
A lot of you guys have followed my acting journey for the past couple of years, and it's been like slowly, small parts. And now this is my first lead, so I'm so excited to be a part of. I play a part of this movie. First of all, thank you so much, BET Plus. The name of the movie is Who's Cheating Who. I play a psychotherapist who may need a little therapy herself. I'll just say
Cynthia,
that.
it's messy. The situation is messy.
Listen, if you thought the Real Housewives of Atlanta was messy, wait until you guys check out Who's Cheating Who, because everybody's cheating. That I can tell you. So,
Yes, there's
right.
no shortage of drama in this scripted movie. But so I want to know for you, going on script, right? Reality TV, you're just being yourself, you're showing up as Cynthia. But now as Maxine, how is that different?
Well, playing the role of Maxine is very different because, first of all, I'm in character. I play, again, a psychotherapist. There were so many layers to my character. You guys will get to see me like you've never seen me before. I am
Okay.
very sexy. I am a villain in a lot of ways. I'm a vixen in a lot of ways. Um, my first sex scenes happened in this movie, which I don't think there's any way to prepare for that. So I'm so excited for you guys to see me just in a different light.
So what is it playing? What is it like playing someone who's leaning into the mess?
You know what? I think just I love just playing a character. It's for me, it's a little harder in ways to just play myself. Like being,
Yeah.
messy on a reality show with a bunch of other messy people, you're just being you and you're just put in situations where it's meant to be messy. So for that, it's kind of like, oh, how do I get out of this? But it's so much fun to actually be in a free space to let all the mess happen, and the messier the better. And no one can judge you for it because this you're just doing your job. You're doing your best job to actually be messy, to bring the drama, to do the most. So I love being able to to use my craft in that way. I will say, as an actress, it's just very free and it's just fun. It's almost like, you just get to be someone else. It's like an alter ego. It's like I would never, like, the things that I do in this movie. I mean, I'm not saying I would never do it in person, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah. So are we bringing any part of Maxine into the Real Housewives of Atlanta Sweet 16 season?
Well, let's see. Yes, a little bit. I actually am trying to, Maxine is very sexy. You guys will see
Mhm.
all of the sexy that she brings. For the most part, I dress kind of conservative for the most part. I would say like kind of simple chic. I do try to be a little sexier this season, as I get older and, single and dating, you got to constantly put out there, hello. I'm still
I'm
up
ready.
here. Don't rule me out. Do not forget about me. So definitely bring in my sexy. And I think that there is also a huge confidence that Maxine exudes in this movie. And I'm confident. However, I mean, Maxine is off the chain. Like she is
Yeah.
just on another level. So I was able to kind of use some of my psychotherapy skills to kind of like get myself in and out of situations at season 6. I'm like, what would Maxine do?
Right.
So it did come in handy, just the whole psychology of like, okay, this is the situation, this is what this person's thinking, what is going to be the healthiest situation for me in this situation.
Right. I mean, it's been a long time now that you've been a part of this franchise. I feel like you never really left. We've seen people come and go, but I mean, when you look at your journey and you look back at all the years you've been on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, what does that mean to you?
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, going back to the part of like, just being a part of the franchise for so long, and it feels like I never really left because when I did leave, officially leave, I went right into the first Ultimate Girls Trip. And
Yep.
after that I kind of, jumped in and out as an unofficial friend. Like if I was in town, I would just go film with the ladies. And this season, Sweet 16 season, I come back as an official friend. So it's almost like I broke up with I broke up with Housewives, but I still, would give up the goodies a little bit. It was like friends with benefits.
Right. You
So
never really cut the ex off.
it wasn't a clean break. It was never a clean break. But I love that. And just being a part of it for so long, I feel like it just feels like family always. Like no matter what, it always feels like family. It always feels like coming back home. And I feel like, every year I show up differently because with every year I learn about the year before. Like I'm so not the person I was, for season 3 and so many
Yeah.
ways. And there's always so much growth and just so much fun. And I'm always the great thing about being a part of this platform is it always has pushed me out of my box. Like
Mhm.
there's things that I've done on this show that I am embarrassed to even say that I've done on the show. But I look back and it's a part of my journey and it was just so fun to I literally have a sex swing. I would have never bought that for myself had Candy not given that to me at my bachelorette party on one of our girls' trips.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy, crazy stuff that happens. And I think it's really good. And I think life is all about getting out of your comfort zone and being pushed out of your box. So as someone who is normally pretty conservative, I think I have done it all on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I won't say, well, I haven't done everything, but I've done the most. I've done a lot.
Listen, there's still more to come. I mean, there's still more Real Housewives. You did say it was like family, and it's been cool to see like your friendships grow and you guys, the relationships grow over the years. With Kenya leaving, have you checked on her? I mean, is it the same relationship on screen that it is off screen where you guys are there for each other?
Oh, well, I'm always here for Kenya. I am always here for her. Of course, I am so saddened and heartbroken that she had an early departure from the season. That was never like, no one ever saw that coming. And it
Did the
really,
drama just get that intense?
you know what? You guys just have to see how it all plays out. I can't really speak on it, but I will say that Kenya has always been a huge part of the show. There's only one twirl, there's only one shade assassin. And, for me, I am always here for Kenya, and the love will always be, I will always have love for Kenya. It's only one Kenya. It's only
Yeah.
one.
Only one, Gone with the Wind, fabulous, Kenya.
Thank you. That part.
But Phaedra's coming back. How does that change the dynamic or add to the dynamic?
Oh, well, Phaedra's great TV as well. Phaedra came back like literally like in the last moment of us
Yeah.
filming. So that was like another surprise. Like we didn't think, nobody saw Kenya leaving, no one saw Phaedra coming. So Sweet 16 is really, no, it should be called Surprise 16 because it's all over the place. So Phaedra coming back, of course, is a great addition. Phaedra and I actually started Housewives together, season 3.
Yeah.
So pregnant at the time I was getting married. So one thing about Phaedra, as you saw on Trader, she's always going to bring you good TV. So it was fun to have her back and just throw it in the pot. Like, we got through the season, we're wrapped now.
Mhm.
And excited for you guys to see how it all plays out. I think it's going to be a very different season. We have 3 newbies this season. Britt
Mhm.
Edie, we have Kelly, and we also have Angela Oakley. So I think that you guys, they wanted a little bit of a reboot. I think that they gave us 3 very different, very dynamic, very smart, very successful, very beautiful. The cast is stunning, actually. I mean, it's always been a good looking group, but I have to say this Sweet 16 is a good looking group of women this season. So I'm
I
just
love
excited to
it.
see how the fans receive the new ladies and how they receive the season because it is a very, very different season.
Lastly, we did see you reconnect with Peter, your ex-husband. Are we going to see anything more in the season?
No, you're not.
Like,
I'll always have love for Peter and just all of my ex-husbands. There's only 2 of them, but Peter, Mike, I did do Peter's podcast, and that was a really, really great thing for us to do together, to sit down after all these years and really just have real conversation. We've never done that. We've never just sat down and just talked and been in the same space together. Like
Mhm.
we've just never done that before. And that was really good. That was really great closure. I think it was also very inspiring to just show that, you know what, life is life. And, people come in and out of your life. And for me, I look at anyone who has played a significant role in my life as a blessing to my life because like I always say, you know, I wouldn't even be in Atlanta if it wasn't for Peter. I was living in New York City, modeling, minding my business, and that relationship brought me to Atlanta, and then ultimately to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and just ultimately to all the other shows that you guys see me on your screens watching. So, you know, really changed the course of my life. So I was very happy to go and support his podcast. And I think that's a good space for him. As you know, Peter is very opinionated and has a lot to say. So that interview did not disappoint, and you guys should definitely support him.